Hey guys, this is Eric Weingarten with Weingarten Racing. I'm on vacation, so you're watching this video. I'm not here. I'm in Europe, enjoying myself, hopefully, with my wife for our anniversary deal. Anyway, I've been holding this video back because it's a really cool video, but I need to describe it first because it won't make any bit of sense. So you give me about a few minutes, maybe 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes to describe this. Otherwise, you're gonna watch a video and be like, I don't get what's going on. Before Engine Masters was a show that was on Motor Trend on demand, they actually had a competition, and they put on a competition. And this is one of those years. This was 2009. This was this video, and I'm gonna give you a rough outline of the rules for this. The engine itself, for the one I competed with in this one, was a 406 small block Chevy. It had 10X RI raised runner heads. I actually didn't port the heads for this. Was doing a prototype and ran out of time. So the guy was supposed to be digitizing them, just didn't have time. So we had to have someone else do it. So Self Racing ported them. They're huge. They're like 270 cc's. I did port the Victor Ram with it, and I had Mike Jones spec camshaft. But that particular year, the rules went 11.5 to 1 compression ratio. You could run 2 carburetors. You could run fuel injection that year. Solid roller camshaft, and that's pretty much it. The heads had to be a conventional valve angle. You couldn't alter them more than 1 degree. And so it's pretty much like more basic stuff. And I'm probably not doing it justice going through the rules, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time just telling you about the rules. I'm going to tell you about how it's actually scored and what you're seeing. So the way they would do it is they'd take your engine and they'd hook you up to the dyno, and then they'd start it up. And once you said it's good, they would start a clock and it would start timing. And you had 5 minutes. And at the end of 5 minutes, they'll start making a pool. Or if your water and oil hit 160 degrees temperature, if it was less than 5 minutes, they would start the pools. And the way that they would do it is they would do 3 back-to-back pools. So you'll see in the video here, they'll do a pool, wait a little bit, because all they're doing is waiting for the printout to print, and then they'll run again and run again. And so anyway, you go through your 5 minutes, they'll make 3 consecutive pulls, and those are just your warm-up pulls. You don't get scored on those. And then they shut you off. You make whatever changes you want. Then they'll start you back up again, and it's a 5-minute timer again. So 5 minutes, or water at 160 and oil at 160. And then you make your 3 scoring pulls. So they do you 3 back-to-back. Now this particular year, they scored you from 3,000 to 7,000. But because it was on a DTS dyno back in those days, they would actually make you pull 200 below where we started and 200 after. So actually, and the reason for that is because they want to get the most data between 3 and 7,000. So you're not pulling off the dyno handle right at 7 and kind of skewing the numbers. In other words, the pulls are actually from 2,800 to 7,200 RPM, but you're scored between 3 and 7,000. Now here's how you win. They take your average horsepower and torque over the entire curve between 3,000 and 7,000. And then they average those 3 dyno pulls numbers together too. So it sounds a little confusing, a lot of averaging here. So your average horsepower and torque from 3 to 7,000 on all 3 pulls get averaged. Then they divide it by your cubic inches, which sounds really confusing. That's probably why some of the readers didn't quite understand it, because you could make, say, 800 horsepower, but if you don't make any torque down low, you lost, period. So, and it made the engines really not look like they were that great as far as horsepower, but that's not how you won at all. So anyway, that's what this is. So now this is the funny part. This video was actually recorded by my Canadian friends, and I have to say, even though this was put on by a magazine, they didn't really do good with media, because they had cameras recording everything, but they didn't do what the Canadians did. But anyway, I'll tell you. So the Canadians they're another team that was competing with us, and Jesse, please forgive me. It's going to sound like he's having an orgasm in this video. He's just excited. All right, that's really cool, and they were really nervous. I think it was their first year competing. But what you see is they're sitting down at the conference room. So the way it worked was, when there's a team competing in the dyno cell, all the rest of the guys are out in like a big break room, and they've got a projector screen that actually projects up the dyno information for everybody else to see. So you can see the horsepower, torque, your oil pressure, all of that. And then there's another video camera that's actually recording the engine in the dyno cell, so you can see if things are going wrong. And that's what you're getting ready to see. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Remember, take it easy on my friends, man. They really are great. It's too bad too because I've got another one. Hopefully I've got I mean, right now I think it's close to midnight. I gotta leave in a few hours anyway, just to get on a plane. But anyway, I'm gonna try to load the other ones. But the best one I wanted them, which he did record, was from 2012, that 406 that actually finished 6th. But he lost the data, so the best time I ever did there, I don't have any record of, which sucks. But this one I actually finished 19th, which sucked. This wasn't a good entry, just for the record. Anyway, enjoy the video and take it easy on the Canadians. Thank you for recording though.
Eric's entry, 407 cube, small ship.
Oh, remember today, lunchtime, presented by ARP Automotive Racing Products. So, ARP folks, right at lunch today, that'd be around noon.
Why do you think Joe Carroll would be in the salad? Because he's next. It's obviously pretty collected. The water's not up, Joe. It's 146. So they're just going to wait for the 5 minutes. 53 degrees. We were 20 degrees warmer than that. That's not a little bit. There's Mr. Robertson checking it out one last time. Walking around the unit. Oh, that's Mr. Sledge. With coffee in one hand.
Are these warm-up holes?
No, he's going first.
These are
These are the three?
Yeah.
Which motor is it?
407.
Oh, Weingarter?
Yeah.
407 you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
The temperature's still staying. He just said everything. Here we go.
All right, here we go. First of 3 more.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's perfect. That'll clean the plugs off.
Hi, Don. It's Randy.
Now it'll.
Hey, can you have part of rolling back one of my catalogs? Like the one we were looking at, a little on here.
Here comes the second of the 3
Darren Morgan.
all-time cars.
Thanks.
Yeah. Lots of torque, 518.
Broke 600.
He will this time, I think, because torque was really up on that one. Yeah, it's like ours. Lots of pressure. That's killing them.
Eric Weingartner's deputy, and give him a round of applause. For being in competition, I'll get the numbers for you here. Tally up all the numbers, be right back with you. Power shot game coming up next.
See this guy next to me? He took his hand off his coffee and he's
They
going
have
like
a
this.
378 cubic
This guy sitting next to me.
power plant. That'll be your next one.
This.
Right now, Danny and Eric Weingartner's motor, well, that was 407.
It's like a high jumper watching his